3 months old outgrown nails with some surprises inside. Let's transform them in this video coming up. Hello guys, Anastasia here. We have nails and they were done in February, which means it's been 3 months, and as you can see they've been outgrown, and the client was using gel polish to apply it on top a few times, which was quite smart. I mean, she still managed to keep them on. But now let's take them off. We decided to file them shorter, almost twice, and let's see what's inside. By the way, this is the view from the C-curve. This is how thick they are now. But now let's file off the color and see what's underneath. Beauty salons and nail salons are finally reopening, which means I will probably have many clients with the super outgrown nails just like that. So get ready for more videos with massive product removal. Okay, so for now I can see that on this nail we have lifting, and I assume that we will have them on most of these nails, so we will see. But her natural nails are also outgrown underneath, which means we can probably do a gel overlay after that. So this white part is the area where the product is lifted, which is taking almost the entire surface of the nail plate at the moment. So I need just to file it a little bit on the side, because this is the only area where the product is not lifting yet. And let's see if we can finally remove it. I know that you guys enjoy watching product removal, especially if there is some product lifting, and on these nails we will have plenty of that. So I decided to keep it all in the video, so get ready, grab some popcorn and a drink if you haven't yet, because we have lots of work to do today. This lady mentioned that she had troubles when washing her long hair because they were always stuck in the nails, which means that definitely there will be product lifting almost on each nail. And goodbye the first lifting. Okay, now it's gone, and let's proceed, because there will be more surprises on the next nail, including this one. So first of all, you can see a different color underneath because she did use a few coats of gel polish. And also when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, what is that? But as we file it more, you can actually see that this is nothing serious, just a dried flower from her previous design. Let's take a look at this one again in slow motion. I mean, this is so satisfying and so revealing. Honestly, I like this moment when you just get rid of the lifting and then you clean the nail plate and then you prep it to do a new fresh set. Let's proceed to the next one, and here we have another surprise, more dried flowers. And also we can see another color underneath, so I assume first there was a design with dried flowers, and then there was a light pink on top, and then there was a dark red, and the last one was chameleon. Also, if you will take a closer look, you will notice that her outgrown natural nail plate is also shiny because she used multiple layers of the top coat. Now here we have another product lifting, unfortunately, so I will have to remove the product entirely, and goodbye product lifting. Let's see it again in a slow motion. Actually, it's still happening so fast, even though it's slower like 10 times. Oh well. Next step will be pushing back the cuticles, and as you can see, it's not just pushing the cuticles, but also cleaning some top coat from underneath the cuticle. She applied it about a couple days ago, so it's pretty fresh, and there's a lot under the cuticle, but it's pretty easy to clean since we already filed the product from the top. I'm using orange wood stick instead of metallic pusher because we have some top coat under the cuticle, as you can see, and scraping underneath this area with a sharp pusher might be dangerous since this is the thinnest and the most sensitive part of the nail plate and the most vulnerable. We have a nail matrix there really close, so always be careful when working in that area. Then it is time to take care of the cuticles. I will be using e-file. The bit I'm working is called Flame Bit. It has a red band, which means it's medium soft, and I'm working at the speed about 15,000 rotations per minute. This is a really good skin to work with the e-file because it's a bit dry, which is perfect for this kind of cleaning. We can see everything and the skin is cleaning really well. At this point, it is very important you should not touch or press onto the nail plate. Once you touch it, you will hear a different sound. It's much louder compared to the sound when you're buffing the skin. So be careful, always listen to it and never push onto the nail plate. Otherwise, once the nail will outgrown, you will see these red rings around the cuticle. If you see them, that means that you were filing the cuticle area, the nail plate near the cuticle area too much. Then I switched to the opposite side and switched to reverse mode. Now the bit is rotating in the opposite direction, and on the same speed I will clean the right side of the cuticle as well as sidewalls and push it up for trimming. We're done with the cuticle care, and now let's prep the nails. And also we need to fix two nails because on both middle fingers we have a crack on the side. So I'm going to fix that using a regular cotton pad. First I apply dehydrator and non-acid primer. Then I will apply a regular base coat, the one I will be using for this client, and then I take a tiny bit of the cotton pad and apply it right on this crack. I already used this technique few times on myself and my clients, and it always works great. So if the crack is not too big or not too deep, then you can use cotton. But if it's really big or deep or painful, then fiberglass works a little better because it holds it together really strong. Now on the opposite hand we have the same thing but on the right side. So I am applying base coat first, and without curing I apply the cotton on top and make sure that it is covering all the area of the crack. If it's too dry, you can apply more base coat on top and make sure it's fully saturated with the gel or the gel base coat. Once it's set, you need to cure in LED for 30 seconds, and then you will take the same base coat and apply it on top and cure again. And after that, we will pretend like everything is normal, and we will just apply a base coat, or in this case, we will be using a builder gel, pink color, on top, and then we will just slightly file and shape the nail. Or sometimes, if the crack is really small, you can just do it very carefully and you will not even need to file anything on top. I apply a thin layer of pink builder gel. This is builder in a bottle by brand called TNL. And then I will take more gel and apply it as usual. Since the nails are still pretty long for natural nails, I need to do an actual overlay to build some apex, because if you will do a super thin application, they might end up breaking or peeling. So just treat that like you would normally do in extensions. The only difference is that you do not need to set the form or apply a tip. We already have a nail underneath. By the way, what do you think of this color? I think it looks pretty cute. I was a bit worried that it is, too bubblegum, like too Barbie, but no, I think it looks very good. Now cure in LED for 30 seconds, and while you're curing, you need to work on the opposite hand. So this is how we always work when doing gel overlays, when doing anything with gels or polygel. One hand is always in the lamp and the opposite one is the one on which you are working. Since we have both middle fingers with the cracks, I will be doing the same thing over here. So first I apply the pink gel on top. The surface is not even at this point because we just fixed the crack. So our goal is to try to make it smooth now, since we will be building some structure on top. I'm using a builder gel. This is not a gel polish, but still I am not planning to file or shape the nails because we already shaped them before the product application. So my goal now is to try to apply the product so we will not need to file it at all, so we can eliminate this time fully. Since we already applied a base coat when we were fixing the crack, there is no need to apply it again on these nails. But we will need to do that on the other nails because we have not worked on them yet. So let's run it from the beginning to the end. So we need dehydrator. You can also use non-acid primer for a better adhesion on the free edge. And then we need a base coat. This particular gel works both as the base coat and as the builder gel. That's why I applied first thin coat, cure for 30 seconds, and then the next coat I will be applying it as usual. I'm taking a bit more and starting from the cuticle, I'm working from right to the left like a printer. Do not forget that the cuticle area as well as sidewalls should be very thin. And then cure. While one hand is curing, you can apply the gel on the opposite one. By the way, I removed the entire product from the previous application because it was fully lifted. But if it's not, you are allowed to have some product on the nail plate, but make sure that it is smooth, because if it won't be smooth, you will not be able to apply new product on top and achieve a perfect surface. So make it smooth or fully remove it, but be careful. Now cure for 30 seconds, and this is what we have, cute pink nails. But let's add some design. I will be using rainbow and blue foil. Cut a small piece and create a ball out of it, like you're just crumpling the regular piece of paper. Now you will have the foil that will have this crumpled look, and this is exactly what we need for this abstract design. I did not remove the sticky layer yet, and this will be our adhesive layer for the foil. If you are using a gel polish or a gel that does not have a sticky layer or just not enough stickiness to transfer the foil, then you can apply a thin layer of the base coat again or use the special foil gel. I'm really enjoying this kind of abstract designs lately because they are so fast and so easy and they look great. So I'm not transferring the foil on entire nail. On some nails it will be only the corner, on some nails it will be just one side, but I think it looks great. If you will not crumple the foil like I did, then it will look more like whole pieces. But if you want it to look like it's actually broken, you know, like all these splashes, then you need to crumple it down and it will look a bit differently. So I used both rainbow and blue on all nails. It is really hard to stop, but you need to at some point. When we're done, we will seal the design with the top coat. By the way, I think this one looks both great with matte as well as with the glossy top coat, but we picked the glossy one. So just seal all nails and cure them in LED for 30 seconds. That was quite a work, but we did it, guys. Thank you for joining me, and I think it turned out pretty great. The client said it felt like an actual weight came off my hands, and yeah, I can fully understand her. Let me guys know what do you think and what's the situation in your area. Are beauty and nail salons are reopening or not yet? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing as I post new tutorials just like this one every week. And I will see you in my next one. Goodbye! Cause this shit is real.